Hello everyone, I'm Patrick, and this is the first FaceMask tutorial. This tutorial is intended for your average Joe computer user that would like to get set up and running with FaceMask on Facebook. So, FaceMask is a Chrome extension, and it will work on the Chrome browser, the Google Chrome browser, or Chromium. So either of those browsers will work. Let me go ahead and open this up here. The first step is that the first requirement, of course, is that you have a Facebook account. If you don't already have one of those, then you don't really have much use for FaceMask. But let's assume that you have one of those already. In my case, I have a test one here. This is, let's see, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, and he would like to become a brand new FaceMask user. So the first thing we need to do is go to the Google Web Store, and you can do that by clicking the menu in the top right, going to More Tools, clicking on Extensions, and here in the bottom left, you may or may not have some extensions in the bottom left, you'll have Get More Extensions. Click that link and it takes you to the Chrome Web Store. Go ahead and close this Extensions tab for now. Alright, so in the Chrome Web Store, it's real easy. We just type in FaceMask and hit Enter. And it looks like we have, I don't know what that is, but this top one, FaceMask, offered by FaceMask.army, is the correct one. So we click this and we click Add to Chrome. It pops up a message saying, Add FaceMask. It can read and change all your data on the websites you visit, read and modify data you copy and paste. Add extension or cancel. Just really quickly, read and change all your data. This is required because it does look at the source code behind the Facebook page, and it injects buttons and user interface elements and things like that into it. Read and modify data you copy and paste. It uses the clipboard to interface with the Facebook page. So after it encrypts your posts, it actually copies those to the clipboard and then pastes them into the Facebook tab. So that's what those permissions are for. Go ahead and click Add Extension, and you will now see a new FaceMask icon appear in the upper right corner of your browser. So from here, we can close the Chrome Web Store link and click on our new FaceMask icon in the top right and click Open Options. This is the options panel for FaceMask. You can pretty much monitor and configure everything you will need from here. To get started, it's really easy. You go to the Private Keys tab at the top, and you're going to need to generate your private key. This is the key that's used to encrypt, that other people use to encrypt posts to you, and that you use to decrypt posts that other people have written to you. So before you can use FaceMask, you need your own private key. Before we click Generate New Private Key, we can see in the upper right-hand corner here that there is nothing. It's empty. And this is because FaceMask is not aware of your Facebook account yet. It hasn't seen a tab with Facebook in it yet. Well, you say, I have a Facebook tab open here. Why doesn't it see that? Well, because this tab was open before we installed the FaceMask extension. So all we need to do over here on Facebook is just refresh this page. And you'll see as soon as we do that, now the extension sees our name as well as our Facebook user ID. This is a number that most people don't even know that they have when they have a Facebook account. But now FaceMask knows who you are and it's linked up with your Facebook page. We can generate a new private key. So from here, the only piece of information that it really needs is a password. This password will be used to partially to encrypt your private key so that no one without the password can use your private key to decrypt posts sent to you. So this needs to be at least 10 characters long. And we will just enter that there and click Generate. So it takes a moment or two for the browser to sort of crunch out that private key, and then once it's done, a few things have happened. For the layman, don't worry about this, but for the pros, it's generated a public-private key pair, and it sent a copy of the public key up to the server, the dictionary server, basically the lookup server, so that anybody looking to send you encrypted messages will be able to use this public key and encrypt messages to you. But for the normal person, don't worry about any of that. It's all sort of taken care of for you. The important thing is that we now have a private key, and it's green, which means it's active, and we can basically close the FaceMask options window at this point. So back over on the Facebook page, we can now, you'll see a couple new things here. On our wall, if we look in the Facebook poster box, you can now see this FaceMask button. This FaceMask button is your sort of entryway into creating FaceMask posts. Let's go ahead and click that just to kind of show you what we need to do. First thing it asks you for is that password that you used when you created your private key. So we can go ahead and enter that. Without this, you won't be able to use that private key, and FaceMask won't be able to decrypt anything that was sent to you. Now it's asking for you to create your post. So let's just type test real quick, because I'm pretty sure this isn't going to work. And then we'll hit select recipients, and we'll see that we don't have any recipients in our list. This is because we haven't added anyone else using FaceMask to our FaceMask. So basically right now, if we hit encrypt to Facebook, it will encrypt the post and it'll paste it in, but the only one that'll be able to read it is us, which is not really why we use social media. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and close this window, and we need to find someone that we can be that we are friends with. You don't even have to be friends with somebody, actually. Just find whoever you want to send a message to on Facebook. You need to go to their Facebook page. So in this case, I am friends with this sexy beast right here named Patrick Smith, and you'll see at the top of this profile, it has detected that Patrick Smith is a FaceMask user and has given us this Add to FaceMask button in the top right. All we need to do to add him to our FaceMask is click Add to FaceMask. I'm going to show you one other way in case you have a lot of friends using FaceMask. So the other thing you can do is go to your profile page and go to your Friends tab. This is where it lists all of your friends. And you could quickly scroll through all your friends, and you'll see, again, it has detected that this Patrick Smith guy is a FaceMask user. Basically what that means is for the pros, right? For the tech geeks, it's gone out to the lookup server, and it's said, oh, okay, Patrick Smith is a FaceMask user. I can get his public key if we want to use it. So it gives us this Add to FaceMask button. So that's what we do. That's two ways. We can add them to our FaceMask either from our friends list or from just going directly to that person's profile page. I went ahead and clicked the button, and now, just to show you what happened, if we go into the options page again, and we go to Friends Keys, you can see that Patrick Smith is now on this list. We have his public key. We can now send him encrypted private messages. So back to Facebook. Let's go ahead and post something on his wall. Again, so now we went to Patrick Smith's wall, and we are ready to send him an encrypted message, and we have a FaceMask button on this post. So all we need to do is click that FaceMask button, just like we did before, and we'll say, privacy is golden. That'll be our message. Some important things to know, because this isn't really in the documentation yet, but if you're watching this video, you'll get the inside scoop. The FaceMask posts allow you to use markdown formatting, which gives you the ability, what that means is, markdown formatting, what that means is you have the ability for the first time ever in Facebook history to format your own Facebook posts. This is something, in my opinion, they should have done years ago, but you can now do it with FaceMask. And you do that with, you can, Google this. This is not the topic of this video, but if you know the markdown tags, you can use them in your post. So for instance, privacy is golden. We want that to be big. We want it to be a heading, item 1, something else. And you can see down here in the preview exactly what your post is going to look like on their wall. And you can do things in, you can bold things, and you can italicize. Anyway, I don't want to make this a big tutorial on how to use Markdown, but I just wanted to let you guys know that this is a thing. You can also do URLs and all kinds of other good stuff with Markdown. So anyway, that's our post. We've composed it. Now we're going to select who it goes to. And normally you'd have a long list of all your friends that use FaceMask here on the left. This poor guy only has one friend. And because we clicked the FaceMask button from Patrick Smith's wall, it's already put Patrick Smith on the right side. The right side is who it's going to be sent to. So names on the left are This would be all the people that you don't necessarily want this message to go to. They won't be able to read it. And whoever you pick and put on the right side will be who this message is readable by. And like I said, because we're on Patrick's page, it's automatically added Patrick to the right side list. Now the only thing we have left to do is encrypt to Facebook. And what this does, again, this is you can click Show Help to read a lot more about what we're doing here. But what this does is it encrypts the message to Patrick Smith and yourself, because if it's not encrypted to yourself as well, you can't read it. But, I mean, that's unimportant to you. So when you click Encrypt, it encrypts it to Patrick, and it copies it to your clipboard, and then it automatically tries to paste it back into the Facebook window here. So we'll go ahead and do that now. We click Encrypt, it encrypts it, and okay, it was successful. It was able to paste it into your Facebook post window. Now, literally, the only thing you have left to do is hit post. Okay, so if we refresh Patrick's wall, we now see John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt's post. And if you noticed, it flashed. It showed the unencrypted garbled text, the encrypted garbled text first, and then FaceMask noticed that post and used your own private key that it knows the password for to decrypt it, and it just right here in line decrypts and shows the post that you made. And you'll notice you have full formatting capabilities for the first time ever. So that is, from start to finish, how you use FaceMask. There's some other things you can post on your own wall using this, and just add all of your friends that you want to be able to read it, and they'll see it. A couple gotchas are if you're composing a FaceMask post. Let's go do it on my own wall so we don't bother Patrick anymore. If we compose a FaceMask post, and we don't pick anybody, just for an example, I will be the only one able to read this post if I don't pick anyone. You see Patrick isn't picked this time, he's on the left. And if I encrypt this, it's basically pasted a bunch of text into the post window. If I try, if I try and do anything else in this text box, FaceMask will sort of not understand the post anymore and won't be able to decrypt it. So one of the main things people do is they try and @ their friends. So if I try and @ Patrick Smith, for example, this post will not work anymore for FaceMask. I'll just show you how that happens. Now, in the future, I hope we can make that better, or kind of work around this stuff so it's not such a sort of confusing thing. That shouldn't have worked. I'm so happy that it did. So some of that stuff can break your FaceMask posts. Just be careful that when it pastes that encrypted text into the box here, that you don't add anything, or modify the text, or try and tag anyone up here. If you need to tag someone, you can do that by clicking Tag Friends down here, and then picking the people that you want to tag, and then hit post. This way doesn't really this way does not interfere with FaceMask's ability to decrypt the posts. Only a couple more things I want to mention just for general knowledge. Back in the options page, I want to quickly tell you, the importance of this private key. So this private key is stored basically in your browser's storage for this extension. If you switch computers, it won't be there. If this computer is destroyed, you will lose it. If you click this delete button and delete the private key, you will lose the private key permanently. That means that any posts that anyone wrote sent to you while this private key was set as active, you will never be able to read again. They're gone. It's cryptography. If you could break it, then this thing wouldn't be worth using. So it's important that you protect your private key to keep other people from getting it, and of course, protect your private key's password that you picked, but also that you back it up. And the way you can back it up is by clicking here, click on Show, click on Private Key, and now it's going to give you a big warning, right? And it's going to give you a big text box with a bunch of text in it. This text is your private key. So you can select all, and then copy, and then paste this into a text file somewhere, and you want to back that up. That's the point of this. This text in this box is what you need to keep safe, and don't let anybody else have it, and keep a backup copy so that you never lose access to messages people send you using it. So that was the first thing I wanted to kind of show you. Then I wanted to also show you, we have a lot of new features coming up. I won't go into them in this video, but one of the things we'll be doing is the ability to post images that are encrypted, so that, again, only the people you choose will be allowed to, or able to see your images. Stuff like this, really, like maybe some cool themes for your post boxes so that they're not, just all this boring sort of blue-gray background. And also for the people that just want to support the project and help us out, we've created this thing called Dissident Status. This is basically just a way for you to become a donor for the project. It allows you to, attain this dissident donor status, which will unlock some of these cooler new features that we add as we go. So it's pretty straightforward. You can click this button down here. Right now we only have a 1 year sort of donation. You get the upgrade for 1 year and get the features that we add as we go unlocked. I won't do sort of a full tutorial on any of that here. I wanted to keep this video more short. So that is how to... Oh! And the last thing I wanted to mention, but I'm not going to cover in this video, is that FaceMask also has group support. So if you're a group admin or a member of a group that you think would benefit from or appreciate privacy in their messages, the group admin of the group can register their group as a FaceMask group, and then all the people in that group with FaceMask can post to that group, and it's all encrypted, and it's all super just easy and streamlined. And I'll make a separate video on exactly how to do that as an admin and as a user. I just wanted to let you guys know that that was there. All right, thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon.